This is an interesting one. So this is using NotebookLM. I just used a blank page and I'm going to show you what NotebookLM told me about the blank page. And so let's go here to NotebookLM. I did two tests. The first one I did was a study in blank. The title of study in blank came from Gemini or NotebookLM. I did not do it. All I did was give it a link to a blank Google Docs page. And so it basically tells me a little bit that the provided text appears to be an excerpt from an unnamed source, talks about the tab format, and then I went on to the interesting stuff. So I did what I normally do is I clicked on all the different options so that I could get some information. And so most of it, no FAQs, it tells you no FAQs. Source material requests, it says I need the content of your sources. And it tells me, yeah, I didn't give it any. Now, the interesting ones, obviously, are the audio and the video. So the audio is very interesting because it actually
Welcome back,
broke it
everyone,
down.
to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
So
It actually gave some pretty good information. So I'm just going to let it run for about 30 seconds and see what you hear.
today we had something lined up we were pretty keen to get into. A source titled simply blank. And we were pointed specifically towards tab 1.
That was the plan, yes. Sounded intriguing enough.
It did. I was, expecting to pull out some really interesting nuggets for you, but then we actually looked at it.
Yeah. And, well, the thing is, while we definitely received the source blank and the instruction was clear focus on tab 1.
Right.
When we went to examine it, really examine it, turns out tab 1 is completely empty.
Empty. Like nothing there at all.
Nothing. Zero content. It's effectively a blank page.
So this one actually stayed very close to the fact that the content was nothing. It was blank, and this audio is actually very good. I will make sure you have the link and you can listen to it. But it focused on, hey, you didn't give me any information, I can't help you. And it provided information on the importance of providing information and data so that it can explain things to you. The other one I did was I did the video overview. And so I think I did two. And so I'm going to show you the first one. And again, I'm just going to show you part of it. But it was funny because the video overview struggled. And the video overview did not come up with a video for nothing. And so what it ended up doing was it just picked a topic, a random topic. So I guess you could call this a hallucination of some sort. It took a while to populate, and this does talk about the science and art of sourdough. I thought maybe it was going to lead into the blank content and be more philosophical, but it didn't. So
welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the oldest, most delicious puzzles in the kitchen, sourdough.
So you can see right away that it struggled with that. So blank page created a video overview of almost what NotebookLM thought was a good topic. And so I tried it again just to see, and I did not watch this one yet. And so let's see what it says.
Welcome to The Explainer. You know that feeling, don't you? You pull out your phone to check one tiny thing, and suddenly an hour is gone. You've been scrolling endless feed, your brain
So it's not really talking about it. Let's go a little bit further.
outsource the act of knowing to our search bars. So we're not learning.
All right, so this one, again, struggled. So video overviews didn't really work. The audio overview was actually very interesting, and the print material or the reports actually showed information, and it stated, you didn't give me a very good source or a source at all. So now if we go to the other one, what I did with this one, this title was created by NotebookLM, as was the original one. This one was just a download of the blank Google document, and so it's basically the same document. I just saved it as a .text, and the same thing occurred. So let's go to one of the notes, and it just basically says an empty scroll. The provided text is empty, therefore no briefing document can be created. So it's being very honest about that. And same with the FAQs, nothing. And I did like the timeline, or the mind map, and I forgot to tell you about the mind map in the other one. But the mind map actually shows some of the metadata, and that's pretty much it. And so if you go here, so it shows you a couple things, but it's really just kind of visually looking at the actual physical thing. All right, and then so now let's go to the audio. The audio on this one was pretty good, but it was more philosophical. So let's listen to a little
Welcome
bit.
back, everyone, to another deep dive. Today we're looking at something quite different. Our source material is excerpts from blank.txt. Now, I know what you might be thinking, excerpts from a blank file. And yeah, that's exactly the point. Our mission today isn't about digging through text. It's about trying to understand what we can learn from, well, an absence of content, a deep dive into nothing, or maybe something more.
It's a fascinating starting point, isn't it? Because blank.txt immediately kind of messes with our heads.
Yeah.
We expect sources to have stuff in them, words, data, images, something.
Yeah.
But this, it's intentionally empty, or we assume intentional for now. It's not like a corrupted file necessarily. It's presented as blank.
Right. It's designated as a document, but it offers nothing explicit.
Exactly. And that forces us right away to think about information differently. It's not just about what's there, but what's missing, what's withheld, what's simply not present.
So the audios on both of these are actually very interesting and pretty good. And then the video overview again struggles. And so I thought from looking at this title, Problem a Path, a Picture, might actually talk about the lack of content in this, but I was wrong. So let's play a little bit of it.
Hello and welcome. You know, sometimes the biggest problems feel so huge, right? Almost impossible to wrap your head around. But what if we could break one down, into its...
So it doesn't really talk about the lack of content. It just kind of created its own presentation.
An area where it's tough to buy affordable, good quality, fresh food. Hyper-local farms. So...
again, didn't really give me what I would have expected. I was hoping maybe a blank presentation, but still very interesting. So anyway, so again, what I did was I took a blank Google Doc, I uploaded it, and NotebookLM created a study in blank, which was really fun. The audio I thought was good. And then I downloaded that same document, uploaded it as a .txt, and got a whole different perspective about it other than the reports. The report said no data available or no sources with any content. Both audio overviews took a different approach. They basically said, hey, there isn't really any content. One was a little bit more philosophical about seeing nothing. The other one was a little bit more, hey, if you want me to help you with something, I can help you with something, but you have to give me the information. And it tried to educate me on that. The video overviews just kind of created their own presentations that had nothing to do with the sources provided or with the audio view or the reports. So this was really interesting. I hope that you can test it out yourself. Enjoy it. Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.